Hey there, welcome back to the channel. This will be a part 2 of the free BMW E46 Wagon Chronicles. As you see in episode 1, we went ahead and swapped over these wheels, and we also replaced this hood with a proper fitting hood. Now, also as you've seen, at the end of the video, well, it appears that we are dripping coolant following that test drive. So yeah, within this episode, we are hopefully going to solve that coolant leak. Let's do it. Well, after removing the airbox assembly, I have found the problem. We have a crack in the coolant expansion tank, which is very common. It's right down in there. It's a hairline crack. I am pretty sure this is still the original expansion tank from factory, so really nothing to complain about. This is a very common known issue. No biggie. We have a parts car for that. We will get this tank swapped out. And there is the expansion tank. Now what we have here is a thermostat for the automatic transmission. This is very common that they will break upon removal of the expansion tank. So here is the bottom half of that thermostat for the automatic transmission cooler, which snaps into these ports down here. Instead of replacing just the expansion tank and leaving that like that, I'm actually going to go to the parts car, since it's also automatic, and remove the whole bracket assembly with the tank intact. So I'm not going to pop this off because I don't want to break that thermostat as well. I'm also going to steal the clutch fan from this car because the wagon doesn't have one on it. So I'm going to steal that and the whole bracket assembly with the tank intact. Usually I take my fan wrench and just smack it with a hammer and that will jar it loose. These are reverse thread. There we go, the fan is now loose. I do not recommend you always do it that way. That is how I do it sometimes, because you run the risk of cracking components when the wrench does that. But sometimes it works just fine. Then you just spin the fan off. There we go. And also, it's not always that easy. I've had fans severely seized to these water pumps. I got lucky because this has been replaced before. And there it is, the whole assembly. And now I'll begin reinstalling these parts, starting with the bracket and expansion tank. And here we are. I now have the expansion tank and bracket installed. I have some coolant in the reservoir. I'm going to let the car sit for a little bit, check for any leaks. If nothing drips, I'll put the fan and fan shroud back in, and then I will bleed the system. this in. It sounds pretty good to me. I cannot wait to detail this engine bay. Gonna clean it out real good. I'm leaving these covers off for now because tomorrow I'm going to be smoke testing the engine, looking for vacuum leaks. And here we are at the home garage. The car has been running great. We're going to check the carboard down there for any leaks as I place it underneath the car. It has been raining, so seeing water should be expected. Come on. There we go. There's rainwater. What the